feel like I'm really giving off D'Angelo Wallace vibes. Don't really know if I am, but I definitely feel like it. Don't know why. But today we are talking about maps or minor attracted peoples. I want to get this out the way because I know I was going to talk about it at some point. I just wanted to get this video out the way because I really don't like talking about stuff like this. Probably going to talk about cuties in the video. Also, we're going to be talking about different stuff like what's been going on YouTube with Mini Lad, and we're going to touch on other pedophiles too, but we're going to talk about the more recent things that's been going on. So yeah, let's get into that right now. Also, before this video gets started, your boy had his birthday, so your boy's 20 now. Hey. But yeah, I turned 20 on Sunday, so any belated birthday comments, happy belated birthday comments, I appreciate. Thank you. Love you guys. And yeah. Also, before this video comes in, I'm shooting this actually after I shot the main part of the video, but subscribe to the channel. Want to get to 500 subscribers by Christmas. Let's do it, guys. Come on, hit that subscribe button and put notifications on. And yeah, talk to you guys in the video and let the intro play now. Okay, so, I kind of spit, but okay, so minor attracted peoples, that's what MAP is. Yeah, that's what that is. So if you don't know, you know, basically that's a pedophile. If you didn't know that, that's a pedophile. But yeah, so we're gonna talk about Cuties, get into that now. I feel like, because although I didn't watch it, I actually have seen the trailer, and I am probably never gonna watch that movie because I don't think I can handle something that disturbing. And I want to watch The Human Centipede, and that's probably, you know, for some people that might be more disgusting, but still I feel like I feel like, yeah, you're definitely gonna get put on a list by watching something like this. So I'm not gonna watch it, but I've heard that, I think I might put up the screenshot right here, that the government is actually starting to look into them now. They're starting to look into Netflix. So, you know, to get them to cancel the documentary, which honestly is something that they should do, because from what I've been hearing, it wasn't the whole movie, I guess. That's from what I'm hearing, it wasn't a whole documentary. It was basically the last part of the documentary. That's when the really bad stuff started happening. And I don't know, I feel like, no, like you might have made it for a good reason, like to, I don't know, spread awareness about this certain thing that's going on, but you could have made it come off differently. And me speaking from a person that is actually actively trying to go to school to be a director, you could have went about it differently. It's a different way that you could have portrayed a certain thing if you wanted to portray it as this is bad, this is good, not just throw it all out there, you know. And another thing also I've been hearing a lot too, that you can't call her a pedophile because women can be pedophiles. Yes, they can. Who told you that? I don't understand. But that's another topic for another day, and that day probably will never come, because I'm not going to talk about this for a good amount of reason. Yeah. So now to the next topic of this things, all the YouTubers I'm going to talk about now. I am not a fan for deplatforming. I want to say that now. I really do want to say that. But for me, I can't support a person having a platform when they use it to talk to underage kids. I just can't. And also, I'm not sending hate to any of these creators. I mean, they deserve hate, but I'm not sending hate to any of these creators, because honestly, sending them hate isn't gonna change their minds about getting off the platform. Is basically just gonna make them harden down and keep down. Because think about it, if you are, I don't know, if you get into trouble and someone's yelling at you, you're more defensive and you're more likely gonna not listen to what the person is saying, which is true 100% of the time usually, because you're not gonna hear what somebody else says when you're just doing that, right? Always say is don't send hate. That's what I'm always gonna say in any of these commentary videos. Do not send hate to anyone. Do not do that. But yeah, let's talk about Mini Lad. Very weird figure. Might be a transition here. I don't know. Might be a transition here. But yeah, so you're gonna hear my voice throughout this. Yeah. So let me try to do that again. Okay. So Mini Lad, he actually, if you don't know who he is, he's a YouTuber. He was with two other YouTubers that I used to watch a lot. I'm trying to Vanos Gaming and Terrorizer. They both, like, you know, I used to watch both of those channels a lot, and Nogla too. I used to watch all those channels a lot, and yeah, he was with them. He was a really good, he was really good, really funny. That's what I when I was a kid, he was a pretty good YouTuber and a pretty popular YouTuber because he hung out with Vanos, and Vanos was a popular gaming YouTuber. And at that time, gaming was like that was the top thing on YouTube. That was like, it wasn't commentary how it is now. Commentary and drama are like the top things. And it was the only person that was really doing drama back in those days were Leafy and King. And honestly, probably I would say iDubbbz, he did do Content Cop, but I mean, yeah. So it really wasn't a lot. It wasn't a lot of of commentary channels anyway. So yeah. But what I will say is that, yeah, so he actually, this happened maybe a month ago, 2 months ago, might be 2 months ago, but he actually admitted, let me show you that. He admitted that he talked to kids. Yeah, he admitted that he talked to kids and actually sent a picture of, his private. I don't want to get demonetized, so I'm not going to actually say the word. You probably know the word. It's only on the mail. You know the word. But yeah, he sent that to two children, and he actually admitted it on Twitter. And yeah, nothing has happened to him yet, but he did go to Ireland, which everybody assumes, and I kind of assume too, that he went to Ireland because of the recent discoveries of his crime that he committed. And that's why everybody feels like he escaped America to go back to Ireland, which I feel like, yes, he did that too. And he also tries to blame it on his depression, which I think that is terrible because of the simple fact, you're gonna hear me get really serious here, because I don't use a script when I do these videos, okay? I don't use a script. So I don't use a script when I do these videos. So you're gonna hear me get really heated here because I have depression, and I probably am gonna share that, like, more about that in the future. But yes, I have depression and anxiety. I've literally been diagnosed with it. That doesn't make you attracted to minors. Let me say that again. It doesn't make you attracted to minors. It just doesn't. I don't understand. Why do like, even like, because I remember watching To Catch a Predator and stuff like that, right? And they always said, oh, it's gonna, like, they said, like, oh yeah, I was really down, I was really sad, I was in a dark place. Being depressed doesn't make you a pedophile. I'm sorry, you can't use that excuse. Don't use depression as your excuse to being a pedophile. I've never wanted to touch kids in my life. That's kind of weird. But yeah, in Mini Lad's defense, he didn't touch kids. I guess he still sexted. So that's not good. That's still bad. That's still not illegal. That's not legal. I was gonna say illegal, but I meant legal. That's still not legal. You still can go to jail for sexting a minor. But yeah, so after that, we're on to the people I want to touch on just like a little bit. Onision, I feel like everybody knows who Onision is. If you don't know who, for lack of better words, the Onion Man is, he's a very weird YouTuber. He has done some very weird things with children. He took a child. He took a child in, and he took her in, and then I think at 18 they actually got together, so that means he probably was grooming her. And also, I'm saying that that's allegedly. I believe. I haven't looked too much into it. That's why I said I'm just gonna touch on it. Also, he allegedly abused her. Yeah, so that happened. It's a few other ones like Lionmaker that actually had CP on his computer, and he sent it out to Twitter. So like his followers seen CP and they were supposed to CP and they didn't want to be. So that's always bad. Yeah, you can see as I'm going through this video, the reason why I didn't want to talk about this. And this video is probably going to be kind of long because I can already tell it's pretty long. But yeah, I really feel like I need to give my opinion on what's going on with that. I mean, I know it's not different than anybody else's opinion. Predator bad. I don't think it's that much of a, you know, I don't think is that much of a different opinion. But I mean, yeah. So you know, if you're a predator or a map, I can say this full-heartedly. I don't like you. I don't. Get off of my channel. Get away from kids. Oh, and another thing I always want to say, I feel like that predators should be in jail longer than, I feel like they should be in jail longer. Like, I feel like they actually should get life in jail for this simple reason, right? Because I feel like even they can agree with me on the reason why. Like, think about it, okay? It's not like how drugs, you can stop selling drugs, right? That's a possibility. You can stop doing a lot of stuff, right? But when it comes to who you like and like stuff like that, like when it comes to who you like, right? That's a whole different story than just saying, oh, yeah, like, you know, you just did this crime, you know, go to jail for like 3 or 4 years or something like that. No, you're gonna still like that person. I mean, you're still gonna like those type of people after you get out of jail. In all honesty, it doesn't help. Like, I feel like it doesn't help to just, for just them to like stay in jail for like 2 years and then go like on a sex offender list. I feel like they should be in jail for probably the rest of their life because it's a good chance they're gonna do it again. And in all honesty, that's how I feel about this whole situation, like the whole situation with pedophiles and maps. And they don't want to be called pedophiles, they want to be called maps, even though that's the same thing. I don't know, they just don't, I don't know. I don't care what pedophiles like, I'm just gonna call them pedophiles. But I'm probably gonna label this video maps something, I don't know. But yeah, so that's my opinion on maps. And yeah, talk to you guys in the next video, and peace. I really didn't want to do this. Subscribe to the channel too.